not feeling well. I can't made it. I can I cannot made it hard. She's not in the mood and always feed me, order food. In other words,
Sorry,
she
say
is
that
not
again?
cooking on me.
She won't cook him his
Yeah, and
his meals?
just ordered food in the restaurant. She's not as alive as she is used if I grant her request. How did you handle this when you also have a young wife? Tim.
Well, we should keep
I don't have to comment.
the talk to your problem rather than anything else that we don't have that problem. We have that adjustment made, and yeah, you know that when we went to, do you remember we went to that seminar for married
Yeah, before
people?
you get married.
Yeah, before we got married, we had to attend a seminar, and on that seminar, it gave advice as to what should be done if one partner didn't want to have sex when the other partner did, and the advice was go and watch television. So, fortunately, or unfortunately, I don't like television, so we don't have that as a solution. So, what's your take on this, honey?
The problem is the wife is active, right, than him, right?
I guess you'd have to decide how important it was, and then you would have to do whatever it took to do the deed. This is not a problem that strikes only a few, you know. It doesn't matter about age. Different people have different needs, no matter what the age is. And I would have thought that you knew about this before you ever got married. I mean, you didn't decide to get married overnight, so didn't you have this issue sorted? Or did she, maybe in spite of your age, you have such a wonderful, sexy body that she just can't resist you?
Yeah, might be. But I think, sir, it's just a matter of, talking to your wife, talking to your wife about the situations. I'm sure she will understand, but as you're saying, she's not in the mood, which is normal. Because, it's a kind of thing, it's one of them. I think the reasons why I saw I'm not sure if it's real, but I saw in post, one of the posts that there are two things that the husband and wife is been having an issue, having an argument, and there are two things. The problem of sex and the problem of financial, so that's the two things that others are saying that's the main, that's the main reasons why
Two main reasons why
marriage failed, or having an argument in the days, or having an argument that caused argument, and I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I think you just need to explain to your wife, or how about you take some vitamins. There are some vitamins for what do you call that, to immune your system. Don't take those kind of vitamins to make it, because there are some side effect. Don't remember I remember when we were in Cebu, there are some things in the road, right? Some people near the mall, somewhere in Robinson,
What is it, the blue pill?
Yeah, and then once they saw a foreigner, they always follow the foreigner and saying, "Sir, this is for hard. This is for hard."
This is for hard.
This is for hard. But I think you need to go to the doctor for some advice. Some advice to make it boosted, to make it maybe additional, I don't know, additional boosting for you. But don't go without medical advice, because because of your age, it might affect you. It might affect you, and at the same time,
This is fascinating for me to hear this. Go ahead, honey.
No, just an advice, just an advice. So if you look at in televisions, if you look at if you read some in the newspaper, magazine, there are some advertisement there, but you need to talk to your doctor about it, if it's healthy or good for your health. How about what you call that? How about you make your wife tired, so that she will forget it.
Well, give her a lot of housework.
Yeah, give it, just make her busy,
Make her busy. I'm sure. Yeah.
You know, I don't know,
So
but
there she is.
I think that's one thing of the problem. You know, that's one of the problem. How about you give her some shopping? You know, so instead of thinking that
How
way,
about
you know,
Put
divert
some
her
bromide in her
attention.
tea.
Divert her attention, right?
Divert her attention.
You know,
Yes, that's pattern interrupt.
or it might be because of maybe near to menopausal, right? No,
She's only
no,
37,
37, right?
honey. You'll be there soon yourself.
Yeah.
At that rate.
Yeah, I'm 31, you know, so Terence and I, sometimes I've been talking to Terence and I said, you know, days are so fast. Remember, we met at the age of 24. I've been married
We said this
this morning, right?
this morning, and we were talking.
We were talking in the we were talking while driving, and I said that and I said to Terence, days is so fast. Imagine it's another Christmas that we've been together. We met at my age is 24 and you're 74 at the time, and now I'm 31 and you are 81. How did it work? Right? How did it work? I don't know.
How did it ever work? And,
Yeah. Terence said, how did it work? And I said, I don't know how it worked.
how did it?
It's crazy, right? Even
Yeah.
us, we don't know how a relationship works.
I remember that when I saw you, I thought she's too young, and when you saw me, you thought he's too old.
I think I think the one thing, you know, I think it's add on that my belief, you know, my belief, and what you know, my the teaching, the values that I got is, I think it's additional why it works in a relationship, you know, like other relationship, we also have an argument, we also have some discussion, you know. There are times also that I'm almost gonna smack him, you know. I'm almost gonna smack him like that, you know. But at the end of the day, I always remember that, look, I've been married. I married this guy, and as I says when we get married at for dinner, you know, I will love this man for the rest of my life, right?
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, that's how it works.
What about when I can't get it up?
I'm gonna help you to get it, right?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, but let's go back to the problem.
I don't know what kind of lady you are married to, but if you're eating healthy and you are exercising, then you should have a lot of motivation. She's 37. She's in her prime. Sexually, you could regard that as being in the prime, and maybe she needs to dress up. A lot of people like to have different role playing. You know, we always used to laugh when I was in the UK. A friend of mine and I always used to laugh about a particular guy that we both knew, who was had quite a beer belly on him. And when we talked about them doing, him and his wife managing to do the deed, if they did the role playing, we always imagined that he dressed up as a bumblebee.
You know, but as Terence saying, you know,
See, she gets
I didn't get it.
You don't get it.
Yeah, I didn't get it. But you know, as what Terence says, eat healthy. You know, eat healthy. Some fruits, some vitamins, as it says, and vegetable. You know, don't eat something that will boost your immune system. Boost your immune system.
Don't eat something.
Eat something that eat something that boosts your immune system to help. You know. So far, you know, I think every relationship has different problems, have different types of barriers in the relationship, you know. But yours is one. Yours
If
is.
this is real, of course.
Yeah, it's real.
Could just be a troll who wants to know about our sex life.
Yeah, when it comes to that, we don't have a problem.
No.
Crazy, right?
She's hot stuff, and I don't. I guess I was always oversexed, so it doesn't make any difference.
But you know, as I says, that's the good thing about Terence. He's physically fit. You know, he's physically fit. You know, and we're, you know, sometimes, you know, there are sometimes, right? Yes, okay.
Yes, there are sometimes.
Yes, so let's work. I said,
There are
sir.
sometimes that she doesn't want to do it. Never mind me. Why is it always about me? Anyway, let me get serious for a moment. If you train, yeah, you don't have to get out of shape. You know, this whole thing about growing old. Growing old is a gradual way for the usual way that society looks at
Yeah.
people getting old, and they get old because they stop pushing themselves. Now the thing is that when you're a young man, you enjoy that pushing yourself. You know, you enjoy doing that, pushing, testing yourself. And let's face it, going to the gym is a way of testing yourself. Now, I follow boxing. I enjoy following boxing. I'm not an expert on it, but I enjoy following boxing. Plus, all of my life, I haven't really particularly enjoyed being a TV watcher. See, so I'm not into football or cricket or any of these spectator sports. I like watching gymnastics, which also reflects on the fact that I enjoy doing all of the sports. So I'm not interested in playing football, but I enjoy cycling. I enjoy cycling, motorcycling. I enjoy karate. I did a lot of karate when I was younger, and I'm still interested in all of that now, and even up to coming to Cebu, I was working out in a boxing gym with my son. You have to push yourself, and one of the things that immediately starts to go atrophying is the legs. Now, if you look at any of the boxers, especially Mike Tyson, who's a fan. I am a fan of his, and I look at the kind of training that he did. To have great legs is where balance comes from, is where your walking ability comes from, is just not to be
Agree.
pushed over, and it is actually the fundamental. That's why nobody likes doing squats. Did you know that Mike Tyson did thousands? He did 2,000 squats a day.
Really?
2,000 a day. He did 500 sit-ups and loads of other exercises which were designed to give him great speed and stamina. The same applies for you. Why would you give up on doing any of the exercises that will put you into shape to be an active partner in a relationship that you entered knowingly? You knew how old you were. You knew what challenges you were having. And
Yeah.
why she's moving the camera right at this moment.
Yeah, because
You
it's
knew
gonna-
the challenges that you were having physically, and it's up to you to make sure that you don't lose out on that.
Yeah. I agree.
Honey, what are you doing?